Hey guys, welcome back to another Crypto Pumps video. My name's Jer. So the Crescendo was happening in 5 days and 18 hours, 53 minutes. The DAA, which is the block score, when it gets to 110 million, 165,000, that is roughly when the Crescendo, that is when it's going to happen. It's going to change from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second. At the moment, our block score is 109. So the Crescendo is not just about upping the speed of Kaspa. We're going to go through a few other things that it needs to be done that's for smart contracts and layer 2s and stuff like that needs to happen during this upgrade. So it's not all about the block speed. But just to show you this, so here's your block score. So this is the mainnet. You can have a look at it yourself, Kaspa.ng.org. So you can see here's your block score down here, 109,000. So we need to get to 110 million, 165. So we are 5 days off, and you can see there we're still a million, less than a million blocks off, but we're still off. Okay, so this is mainnet. This is your blocks per second. So at the moment you have 1 block per second. All your transactions are squashed into this block and they get processed. At the moment, when you send a transaction, if I send it to you, you'd see it after a second, and final confirmation happens after 10 seconds, which means there's no going back. So usually you'll see a transaction after a second, but there's just no going back after 10 seconds, and it's fully confirmed. So that's what that means. The Crescendo, the block rate is not going to improve that. That will happen with Dagnite, which is a protocol that allows for latency of the network. Some parts of the world it's slow, some parts of the world it's fast. Dagnite will adapt to the speed of the network, and it will be able to confirm transactions as fast as the network is, if that makes sense. So we're waiting for Dagnite for that. That's why it's important, and it's the first protocol to come out like that, and it's only available on a proof of work. So that's even bigger news than the Crescendo, and it's developed by Michael Sutton. So anyway, this is your block DAG. It's going at 1 block per second. Just to show you what it'll look like afterwards. You can see here we're on mainnet, okay? So if we go up here to settings, and we will go to testnet, which is running at 10 blocks per second at the moment. And then we go back to block DAG. So you can see there's your 10 blocks per second. That's what we're going to see on the mainnet after Monday at 3 o'clock. That's what's going to happen. So faster block rate. And the confirmation times will still be the same, that kind of thing, but we'll be able to process more transactions at once. And that is that part of it. What else is happening? So here we go to cas.fyi, and this explains that miners, for every block that a miner gets, they get rewarded 55 cas. Or sorry, that's the next reward. At the moment, they get 58 cas, and on the next, when it drops down, the next reduction, they will get 55 cas. And when it goes to, so 1 block per second is at the moment. When it goes to 10 blocks per second, people think this is going to get multiplied by 10, but it's not. It gets divided by 10. So there'll be a lot more blocks, but this gets divided. So instead of getting 55 cas per block, you're going to get 5.5 cas. And that's how that works. But the theory is you will hit more blocks. So I have three small solo miners here. I can't really make much on 1 block a second because there's not that many, but on 10 blocks per second, there's a lot more chance of me hitting a block, so I can get a little bit more. So, and it's always better to solo mine than to pool mine because it's more decentralized. So that's what it's encouraging people to do that. What else have you got? There's some other stuff that you don't know about that is happening. So I got a bit of help off Grok here just to kind of put it all in together. So there's a protocol called KIP14. So KIP14 Core Protocol Enhancements. KIP14 is the backbone of Crescendo hard fork, implementing changes to support the increased block rate and prepare for advanced features like smart contracts. Its key components include 10 blocks per second, increased block production from 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second, boosting throughput to 150 million transactions per day. This high speed is essential for smart contracts, ensuring rapid execution and settlement. The GoatStag K parameter raised to 124, refining block ordering in block DAG to maintain consensus efficiency at higher block rates. This stability is crucial for layer 2 smart contract validation. Max block parents increased from 10 to 16, allowing more complex block relationships. This supports parallel processing, reducing latency for smart contract transactions. Retention period configuration introduces optimized data storage, balancing lightweight nodes with data availability for layer 2 solutions. Protocol 7 integration, KIP 1 to KIP 15, ensuring a robust foundation for future smart contract layers. So that's all to do with KIP 14. So it's not just about speeding Kaspa up. KIP 15, data availability for layer 2 and smart contracts. KIP 15 specifically addresses data availability, a critical factor for decentralized smart contracts and layer 2 scalability. Layer 2 data accessibility ensures that transaction data for a layer 2 solution where smart contracts will primarily operate remains available to nodes even after pruning. This prevents reliance on centralized data providers, preserving Kaspa's decentralization. Support for pruning. Kaspa's high block rate generates significant data. KIP 15 optimizes storage by enabling pruning while maintaining enough data for layer 2 smart contract verification, ensuring nodes remain lightweight and accessible. Decentralized smart contracts. By guaranteeing data availability, KIP 15 enables trustless layer 2 smart contracts, allowing developers to build dApps and with confidence in Kaspa's security and scalability. Synergy with KIP 14. KIP 15 builds on KIP 14's high throughput infrastructure, ensuring that the increased block rate doesn't compromise data integrity for the smart contracts ecosystem. And KIP stands for Kaspa Improvement Proposal, in case you were wondering. The combined impact together, KIP 14 and KIP 15 make Kaspa a scalable, decentralized platform poised for smart contracts adoption. KIP 14's performance upgrades 10 blocks per second, enhanced block DAG, provides the speed and stability needed for real-time smart execution, while KIP 15 ensures that L2 solutions remain decentralized and verifiable. The Crescendo hard fork thus positions Kaspa as a future leader in dApp development with smart contracts expected to drive adoption in 2025 and beyond. For technical details or updates, please check testnet.com. So that's it. So just to show you that there's KIP 14 and KIP 15, there's all updates to do with smart contracts, updates to do with the speed and the block rate, and the K, which as far as I know is the block width of the block DAG, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. It's very technical. And then another question people have say, is my money safe? So if you're watching this channel or other channels to do with Kaspa, your chances are you're holding it on Tangem. So I missed this post. Tangem posted this on April 7th. It was the hard fork will not affect current implementation of Kaspa. Air users will remain unaffected. So if you store your Kaspa on Tangem, it's not going to be affected. If you hold it on an exchange, you don't know. You have to see if that an exchange has a node or they upgrading their node. So we shouldn't be holding on exchange. So this is even one more reason to get your Kaspa off an exchange and get it on Tangem, because you know it's going to be safe on Tangem throughout the Crescendo. You don't want to be holding on for your Kaspa this long and then it disappears. So that's the end of the video, really. I just really wanted to show you that the Crescendo was not all just about block rate and speed, that there is applications needed for smart contract and the throughput. So that's the end of the video. If you found it helpful, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck.